All right, people, I'm back again. I'm reading from the most untouchable book that people afraid from because people are scared to talk about love, marital love. They scared to talk about this. A Song of Solomon, chapter 5. I am coming to my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink, yea, drink abundantly, O beloved. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. I have put off my coat. How shall I put it on? I have washed my feet. How shall I defile them? My beloved put his hand by the hole of the door, and my bowels were moved for him. What? Let's say that again. If you got any kind of a sexual explicit mind like me, you might understand this a little more clearly. My beloved put his hand by the hole of the door, and my bowels were moved for him. Wow. Wow, boy. But you got to think about it. There's nothing wrong with this. It's in the Bible. It's about a husband and a wife. There's nothing wrong with talking like this to your wife or to your spouse or about them. I rose up to open to my beloved, and my hands dropped with myrrh, and my fingers were sweat smelling myrrh upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul fell when he spake. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen that went out about the city found me. They smote me. They wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. I told you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that you tell him that I am sick of love. Man, people always talk about love sick. I don't know where they got that from. The Bible talks about everything. Everything you can possibly think of. I'm sick of love. What is thy beloved more than another beloved? O thou fairest among women. What is thy beloved more than another beloved, that thou dost so charge us? My beloved is white and ruddy, the chief is among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers, his lips like lilies, dropping sweet-smelling myrrh. His hands are as gold rings set with the beryl. His belly is as bright ivory, overlaid with sapphires. His legs as pillars of marble, set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, yea, he is altogether lovely. He is my beloved, and this is my friend. O daughters of Jerusalem. God, why she love him. Don't you just want somebody to talk about you like that to other people? Instead of bad mouth you all the time. Oh, he just a piece of... She get on my nerves. I'm tired of this. You know, when I'm telling you, man, when you speak good things, I just love my wife. I just love her. She's just so beautiful. Nobody can compare to her. I'm gonna put nobody before her. You know, now let me tell you one thing though. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding. Love no one more than you love God. Even your wife. Even your husband. You gotta remember the order. God first, husband, wife, children. God first. Because God is a jealous God. Don't get to the point where you're worshiping the one whom you love. Don't get to the fact where you're glorifying them. Whither is thy beloved gone, O thou fairest among women? What is thy beloved turn aside, that we may seek him with thee? My beloved is gone down into his garden. Even the other women like, where is your man? Your husband fine? Your woman look good. My beloved is gone down into his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the gardens and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. He feedeth among the lilies. Thou art beautiful, my love, as Tisra comely, as Jerusalem, terrible as an army with banners. Turn away thine eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Thy hairs is as a flock of goats that appear from Gilead. Thy teeth are as a flock of sheep which go up from the washing. Whereas of everyone bear twins, and there is not one barren among them. Now think about this. Some just dropped it to my heart. Hygiene is important. I'm not saying everybody gonna have perfect teeth. I don't. Because that's how I'm born. It's okay. But take care of yourself. If you ain't got perfect teeth, brush the mud. Take a bath. Nobody want to sleep with a... Man, take care of yourself. Put some lotion on. Anoint your head with oil. Stop looking raggedy all the time. Just because you're married, that don't mean you just stop taking care of yourself. Dress up sometimes. Show them you still got it. And you know, sometimes when you dress up, man, and you're married and you're in love and you go out and somebody take notice of you, make you feel good. But you know what? You still got eyes for that one person. You know you ain't finna go out there, but it's like, I still got it. Still got it. But don't let that temptation come in. Do you understand? But take care of your hygiene. You'll see something about this. Hygiene is important. There are 80 queens and 80 concubines and virgins without number. My dove, my undefiled, is but one. I told you, he's talking about one. He's talking about one. Look what he said. He said he got 80 queens and 80 concubines and virgins without number. It was that one, that soulmate, that one that touched him specially. They didn't say who her name, but it was one special one. You know, I'm kind of glad we don't live back in the days when you could marry multiple women. I could just imagine the headache. Why would anybody really want multiple wives in this day and age? You might drive yourself insane. Most people are like, I want to be like Solomon. I want a bunch of wives. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Solomon was richest. I don't know where. You remember what happened to all them wives? They changed his heart. It changed his heart. And it's a possibility that one that he's writing about right now could have been the one to change his heart to after following God. Put no other man or woman before me. I'm just telling y'all like it is. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as any army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished and the pomegranate budded. Or ever I was aware, my soul made me like the cherries of Amenadib. Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will you see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of two armies. Chapter 7. I'm almost finished now. Y'all don't break y'all necks yet. How beautiful are thy feet with shoes, O princess daughter. Thy joints of thy thighs are like dews. The work of the hands of a cunning workman. Who is the cunning workman? The Lord. The Lord is the cunning workman. He got somebody out there for everybody. Big, fat, skinny, small, short, tall, it don't matter. It's somebody that's out there for somebody. And somebody going to look at you just like that. No matter how you look. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. God has made somebody for everybody. I don't care if she got big ankles. Girl, your ankles look good. If that's your preference, that's your preference. Do you understand? Everybody is beautiful in God's eyes. But everybody is beautiful in a different way to everybody. You know, you got to look at everybody that's not blessed with a outer beauty. But as you grow, you can see the inside beauty and you'll start loving the outer. That's how good God is. The kind of God wants you to walk through this earth beholding his beauty and his creation. I hate racism. Every child of the Most High God is beautiful. Whether you're milky white caramel chocolate, dark chocolate brown. It doesn't matter. We all beautiful in the eyes of the Lord. Whether you got moles in your face like me or freckles, red hair, blonde hair, brown hair. God made us all. He was doing something when he put your mama and your daddy together to make you. Don't let nobody ever tell you you're ugly. You know, I used to be a bully growing up. And I made fun of people. I started doing it because people used to try to bully me. I was a little short kid. I'm 6 feet tall now. But I was a little short boy growing up, especially in middle school when it gets horrible. And the people tried to pick on me, you know. So I started making fun. I started making people laugh. And then I started making people laugh. And then I started making some people mad. And I remember making one person laugh and making the crowd laugh and making one person mad. And I turned my back and he whooped my ass. It is what it is. It's in the word. But we all are beautiful, man. Don't make fun of each other. You know, yeah, friends and stuff, we're going to joke about one another and stuff like that. But there's a time and a place, people. God doesn't really like jesting because you never know how somebody may take it. You understand? Be careful with your mouth. He said the words is deadly. You know, a lot of relationships are torn up because of ridicule from another person. You fat, you need to lose weight. You ugly. You got a little booty. You need some bigger breast. Yo, it's small. All kind of stuff people say. And they think them don't hurt the other person. Hey, don't be surprised if God divorced you because of your mouth. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins. Us men know we love breasts. Why? Because God made breasts for us. Sometimes I think back, I'm like, what was God thinking? I'm going to make a behind. I'm going to make a man with a flat chest. Make a woman with some breasts that go out. I'm going to make the vagina. I'm going to make the penis. Oh, man, y'all scared, ain't it? You shouldn't be talking about that. It's on your body. You understand? You can't take away from it. You can't. It's there. God made it. He made it for a purpose. Reproduction. Pleasure. Don't defraud your husband or wife from time except for a time for fasting and prayer. And they come again together unless the devil tempt ye. You know, it's just a good time to refrain from sex sometimes. But it's a good time to embrace sex. Because guess what? You go too long without it, the devil come in. That's when a lot of people cheat. Oh, Lord. I'm going there today, people. Thy neck is as a tower of ivory, thine eyes like the fish pools in Heshbon by the gate of Bath Robin. Thy nose is as the tower of Lebanon, which looketh toward Damascus. Thine head upon thee is like caramel, and thy hair of thine head like purple. The king is held in thy galleries. How fair and how pleasant art thou, O love, for delights. This thy stature is like to a palm tree, and thy breast two clusters of grapes. Man, you know when you see grapes, you just want to eat them. Ooh. I said I would go up to the palm tree. I would take hold of the boughs thereof. Now also thy breast shall be as a cluster of the vine, and the smell of thy nose like apples. Now you got to hear what he just said first. I said I would go up to the palm tree. I would take hold of the boughs thereof. No, also the breast shall be as clusters of the vine, and the smell of thy nose like apples, and the root of my mouth like the best wine for my beloved. Talking about kissing, that goeth down sweetly, causing thy lips of the nose that are asleep to speak. I am my beloved's, and his desires toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field. Let us lodge in the villages. Let us get up early to thy vineyards. Let us see if the vine flourishes, whether the tender grape appear, and the pomegranates bud forth. There will I give thee my loves. The mandrakes give a smell, And our gates are all manner of pleasant fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for thee, O my beloved. Oh, that thou wert my brother, that sucked the breast of my mother. When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee. Yea, I should not be despised. I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house. You know, when you like somebody a lot, you want to show them off. You want to bring them around. This is my lady right here. This is my man. Then you want to introduce him to your mama and your daddy, because you love them so much. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I love this person. That's what love is about. You know, if somebody's trying to keep you hidden, they say you're courting or dating. If somebody's trying to keep you hidden, don't want to show you off to the world, you might want to drop their ass. You might want to drop their ass. Because you might not be number one. If you ain't number one, don't settle for being number two. Do you understand? They ain't met your family members? Yeah, time to do away with that. Time to move on to the next. You trying to take advantage of me. You all about lust. You're not about love. That's why you don't need to have sex. Flee fornication. You know, once you have sex, a bond is made. You understand? And that bond is hard to break when sexual intercourse is involved. And sexual intercourse does not necessarily mean love. It can mean lust. Love is way deeper than that. You know, we misuse sex like it's just something to take advantage of. You know what's out there? Sexual diseases and stuff like that. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't settle for number two. Because if they sleep with number one, they probably sleep with a number three. And then all y'all sleeping together and don't even know it, but having mental orgies and spiritual orgies and gathering demons and devils and, oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oof. Just the thought of it. You know. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should be embrace me. Now think about that right there. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. It's like he grabbing her to him like this. Oh man, that's those when you love somebody, you just want to hold them close like that. Oh, charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you stir not up, nor awake my love until he please. Now, if you think about the story of Solomon, how many wives he had, she's like, none of y'all else go through near him. Don't touch my man. You got to think about the situation. Because Solomon, ooh, God, have mercy, Jesus. I'm going to stop there. Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I raised thee up under the apple tree. There thy mother brought thee forth. There she brought thee forth that bare thee. Set me as the seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which have almost vehement flame. A husband is jealous. A wife is jealous. You know why? God is a jealous God. God don't want nobody committing adultery on him. You think we want somebody committing adultery against us? You think we ain't going to get jealous if we see you holding up or hugged up with somebody else? You might die. Strong as death. Jealousy is cruel. Wow, let me pause, man. I got to continue because I ain't finished.